Welcome back, guys. It's Warcraft 2 Arena, and this is episode 3, part 1. So this is actually going to be a multi-part episode where we're doing a best of 5 series here, Sky Angel versus Hornet. This was originally played in 2003 in the Tournament of Champions. So back in the day, there used to be, somewhat regular tournaments in Warcraft 2, and there were cash prizes. Usually it was like, a couple $100, it was enough that you wanted to win anyway. So I'm just re-recording this in HD here, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So all right, so we've got small 9 here, started at 8 o'clock as Hornet, and we've got Sky Angel at 11 as black, or you're gonna see him as pink on the mini map.
Yes, sire.
And as you can see, they've basically scattered each other pretty much right away.
My lord.
So Hornet's throwing up a lumber mill, as is Sky Angel.
Yes, my lord. At once,
And Sky Angel's throwing the racks into his base. He's repping that lumber mill at 9 o'clock. And immediately, Sky Angel throws a tower on the outside of his base. He's in a bit of a precarious situation at 11 due to the tower bug. Go into that in a little detail here later. But basically, he wants to get his towers out front and center to stop any aggression coming in from Hornet. So he throws a barracks in front of his tower there and immediately upgrades it. As you can see here, Hornet's going all in with all of his peons here, so he's doing some offensive towering, repping his first guard tower there, and he's going to be pumping up one at home just to get rid of that racks. So he's got 1, 2, and as he's doing that, Sky Angel's putting a second one up. And there's a third one going up for Hornet, and then a third one going in for Sky Angel. So they're pretty much matched up here. Sky Angel's got his first tower up beforehand. As you can see there, it's already doing some damage, taking care of that first locked-in peon there. With his barracks, he cancels and does a little bit of damage as he decides not to try and save his peon there at small 9, making the barracks. Yeah, so that front tower is definitely doing some work, but unfortunately, just due to the numbers here, it's going to go down and he cannot repair it. So Hornet's going in with his 4, now 3 peons to repair that, make sure it survives through that first tower. So the other 2 towers are upgraded now for Sky Angel. He's going to repair them. He actually loses a peon here, which correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that would have survived if it was up 1 spot again due to the tower bug. But he does safely have that 1 tower holding the fort down here. So, yeah, 4 towers against 1, but only one of those is actually reaching Sky Angel's tower. So, through all that mess, he's safe for the moment. As you can see here, Hornet's pretty crippled economically. He's got 200 gold and that's Sky Angel. He's got 200 gold and 3 workers. So obviously not in a good spot compared to Sky Angel, who's about to lose his lumber mill. As he's doing that, he's starting to build backwards now and put a farm up behind his gold mine. And Hornet's just kind of chopping out there so he can start getting his peons to run around his town hall to get to the gold mine. See a little hidden peon there. There's actually 6 people watching this game. That's why you see little peons hidden around the map there. And kind of off the grid town halls being built. Because back in the day there was no observer mode, so everybody had to be in the game but just kind of hide their initial units. Anyway, as you can see here, Sky Angel's town hall's taking a lot of damage. That barracks is still taking damage. It's going to take a while to get rid of it, but it doesn't really matter because if he were to make a grunt, it would pop out the top left, which would block it right into that tower, and the unit would just die anyway, so it'd be a waste. So finally, Hornet's getting a little bit of an economy going here, but of course, again, he's definitely behind Sky Angel. But he does have that tower contained. So we'll see what happens from here, guys. So, yeah, as you can see, Sky Angel replaces the lumber mill there. And now he's saving up to build himself a barracks. He's going to want to get a catapult out, basically, to get rid of those towers, because, I mean, there's no other way to get rid of them, really, outside of just having a ton of grunts, but that would be kind of a waste, given how many towers there are, and the fact that Hornet could have units up there repairing them, and then even blocking him off. So, definitely, he needs that catapult as soon as possible. And his town hall is getting dangerously low here already. So he's repairing that, and he's got to worry about running out of wood. as you're repairing, it uses resources. Okay, so there we go. Hornet sneaks in a peon there to advance his tower attack. The way towers prioritize buildings is they're always going to attack, you know, the tower that's attacking them versus an upgrading tower. So now he will attack the unit before the tower, which he was still able to get his peon out of there. So Sky Angel puts a another tower back here to protect himself, but as you can see there, a couple of units spilled out and ended up dying to those towers because of just the fact that when you've got a unit that close to the top left of your building, which is where units are going to default want to pop out, it's going to force other units below the town hall, as it happens again here, and he loses another peon there. So he's working on his blacksmith, so things are going fairly slow for him in terms of getting rid of these towers. But now that other tower's up, and that's going to take care of Sky Angel's main defensive tower. And so now he's still got that one up by his town hall there. And again, he's got to be careful micromanaging his units coming out of that tower. And Hornet's really going all in here. He's got even one more tower now coming in. And so, yeah, Sky Angel's just hanging by a thread here right now. And Hornet, despite all this, has almost no economy and has really been just going all in on this attack. So as you can see here now, Sky Angel's also losing some farms. It's going to hurt him as well here in terms of trying to rebuild his economy. As you can see there, he's farm blocked. And again, Hornet just... yeah, okay, there we go. Hornet just had to fling a bunch of peons away at that tower to save it. But as we can see here, it's just a lot of deaths happening here for Sky Angel. Between that and his town hall about to go down, things are getting pretty hairy here. He does take out Sky Angel's final tower, so yeah, Sky Angel is basically preying on this catapult at this point to save him. But otherwise, he's just losing everything. So, despite the fact that Hornet is, you know, working on a bare bones economy here, he's done enough damage to kind of equalize things here with Sky Angel. As you can see, there's the catapult. Hornet tries to kill it with his peon. Of course, it's not going to fly. And yeah, so that first tower definitely goes down. And again, another farm of Sky Angels dies in the process there. So, yeah, Sky Angel, again, is farm blocked. Barely has any wood. He's got a handful of peons. So, through all that mess, they're basically about even right now. And anyway, so Hornet's going to definitely want to kill that catapult as he sends in another peon there and gets a few good hits in on that. And before Sky Angel's able to take care with that with his peon. So, yeah, there goes another tower, and here comes another catapult. So, Sky Angel's probably in a good spot. But again, Hornet's not giving up. He sends another peon in there to take care of it, and he takes it out. He actually kills that catapult. And the other catapult going around the bend there takes quite a bit of damage. So, Hornet's sending 3 more peons in to take care of that other catapult. So, really, everything's hinging on Hornet being able to keep him contained at this point. And yeah, so there he goes in with his other peons to take care of that catapult. And yeah, it's getting close here, but we'll see what... Okay, there. Actually, that worked out fairly well. The splash damage on that attack from the catapult killed Sky Angel's own unit. So here he is now with 13 peons and catapult, and he's got a grunt now. And as we can look into Hornet space here, now he's got a barracks, 12 units, and fairly decent amount of wood, so he's got that going for him here. Anyway, at this point, Sky Angels can finally start... Oh, my goodness, almost. Another sacrificial peon trying to get rid of that catapult, but now he's got the grunt, and he's going to send that guy in kamikaze style, trying to take care of that final catapult. Although all the towers are now dead, so not going to be a big win if he does. But we'll see what happens here as he runs his grunt there into 11. Catapult misses, and yeah, that catapult's dead. And so is a grunt, but I'll take a catapult for a grunt any day of the week. So Hornet's got his blacksmith building up there now. And so now we're finally kind of moving into like a normal type of game here. After all that chaos. So very close. Sky Angel came very close to losing that town hall, and just basically hung by a thread. So this map, Garden of War, and this is a perfect example why this map is not a great one-on-one map because of the imbalances. So Hornet is on a 30,000 gold mine, and Sky Angel has a 60,000 gold mine. And not only that, but Hornet had to move from 8 o'clock to small 9 to get to it, so he lost some time there, and that all tends to snowball through the game here as we have a little bit of grunt action going back and forth here. Anyway, so yeah, basically Hornet's just at a disadvantage because what's going to happen is his mine's eventually going to run out, and then he's going to have to commit 1,200 gold and 800 wood to build another town hall at another location and transfer all of his workers, which again is just going to set him back here. And yeah, so Hornet and Skyangel duking it out here. So yeah, Skyangel's definitely trying to take care of that lumber mill, and I think he will eventually get it here. He's got a slight upgrade advantage on his grunts here, I believe, level 3 versus, not sure what Hornet's at right now, but I don't think he's that far ahead. Anyway, yeah, so Hornet's definitely catching up a bit here. His economy's starting to get a little bit better. Skyangel's got the advantage again, going hold, so he's leading on the upgrade there, and he's going to take out that lumber mill, which is also going to hurt Hornet here. So minor setbacks here, definitely not good. And yeah, so Hornet's got 4 grunts now, a bunch of peons, and he's chopped out a little corner of wood there so that he can position his town hall closer to the 8 o'clock location, which is where he originally started. But it takes, you know, I don't know, like 30 seconds to chop out a piece of wood with a peon, which, you know, if you're to do that at the beginning of the game, that's just even going to set you back farther. So yeah, finally Hornet goes hold here. So we can see where the discrepancy starts to fall in here. I mean, these guys, I mean, despite Hornet's shortcomings, you know, at his starting location, had kind of evened things up a bit here. Now his gold mine's blown, and so here he's just losing time. I mean, in an ideal world, he would have transferred those units to another gold mine before his original mine had blown. You know, that way, worst case scenario, if he, you know, something happens, he's still got some gold as a main base. So we'll see how things go here. Yeah, so he's getting his mining action going on there, and as he's doing that, Skyangel is going Fortress. He doesn't have to worry about expanding. He's still got probably a good 25,000 gold left in his mine there. And so he's got his grunts just hanging out at 9 o'clock. That would have been the obvious place for Hornet to expand in a normal circumstance, but of course when your opponent's at 11, it becomes much harder to do that. So he's got 8 o'clock, which you can't wall that base off because there's a road running through it. Alright, so here we go. Skyangel taking advantage of his little grunt army here and taking out some woodworkers at Hornet's base. So that was a good little sacrifice for those grunts. Once you get ogres, you really don't even want grunts, you know, so the ones that you do have, if you can get some value out of them, that's perfect. Otherwise, they're just kind of taking up farm space in a way, because especially once you get bloodlust, grunts are pretty much fodder. You know, they don't really do any damage to an ogre, and they die very quickly. So anyway, he scouts 8 o'clock, and so at this point in the game, all Skyangel has to do is kill 8 o'clock and the game's over. So, and when you're playing games at a very high level, like these guys are, you know, for this era in 2003, these guys are 2 of the best players. In fact, probably 2 of the best ever Warcraft 2 players. Especially Skyangel. I mean, he's been one of the best players since the very beginning of the game. Hornet is a European player, and he became one of the best players, but I wasn't too familiar with him until he got really good. And he might have gone by a different name, I don't know, but he really became, I'd say, top 3 best players ever in terms of just, you know, playing solid, not making mistakes. You know, he's just mechanically one of the best players that ever played Warcraft 2. Yeah, so here we go with Skyangel running down. He's got an ogre there at 8 o'clock. He's taking care of
Yes, master. Ready, master.
Peons there, and he runs his main force in through the middle. And yeah, so basically at this point, once he hits Bloodlust, this game's gonna be over. And Hornet, a valiant effort here, but yeah, here we go. The beginning of the end here. So yeah, Skyangel's got his lusted ogres, or his will be soon lusted ogres here at 8 o'clock, taking care of all of his peons. Hornet, realizing he can't do anything about this, just basically lets them die, runs a few away, and yeah, he's lost his base. Doesn't matter what he does. He's got a few ogres and some grunts, but if he were to attack into that, he would have just gotten those units run over as well. So even in a loss, this guy refuses to make a mistake here. Yeah, so as we can see here, he's again just backing off, realizing he's not going to win this fight. He's waiting for the lust to kind of wear off, but he just runs into his base and silently leaves the game here as he realizes there's nothing he can do at this point. He's got no workers, no gold flow, and yeah, there we go. So game 1, the Sky Angel. Again, valiant effort by Hornet, given his position on the map, and yeah, so not many people would have won in that situation. Small 9 versus 11 is one of the most uneven matchups in the game, even with that tower bug, which was really the only chance Hornet had at winning, and he took it as far as it could go, and Sky Angel was good enough just to hold on by a thread, and that's all it took to win the game. So anyway, guys, I'm going to be releasing this here. I'm recording this on the 21st of March, Friday, and this is a best of 5 series, so I'm going to be releasing the rest of these games over this weekend if everything goes according to plan. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be releasing the rest of these games for you guys to enjoy here over the weekend. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and take care.